Hi students, and welcome to week 8 in your online general psychology course. This week we will be covering chapter 6, which is on learning. And while technically this is the midpoint of the semester, we go 16 weeks, your midterm exam will not be until after chapter 7. So just to kind of keep that into perspective for you there. So you do not have a midterm exam due this week. It will be next week after we cover chapter 7. So this week, the chapter is all about learning. In this chapter, you will explore the leading theories on learning and look at some of the major learning theorists, such as Piaget and Watson, and even kind of dive into the work of B.F. Skinner. So let's take a look at the module. You have this week's narrated PowerPoint. You do have a discussion question. I'm going to come back to this in just a little bit and talk about it more. Your Connect assignments are all listed here, and they are, you have a news flash, you have one on shaping, schedules of reinforcement, and so forth. And then you have your Chapter 6 quiz. So make sure you get those Connect assignments along with your Chapter 6 quiz taken care of. And let's take a closer look at your discussion question for the week. So I do want to give you just a little warning here. This video is called Children See, Children Do, and it will really hit home on the idea of observational learning and social learning theory. This was used as a campaign ad to really kind of prevent some of the behaviors. It's some disturbing behavior. There's examples of abuse, foul language, racism, etc. In this video. It's a quick commercial. It's not very long, but I do just want to give you warning that there is some of that in this campaign that was ran. It was ran on television in Australia, but still, I just want to make sure that you're aware of it. So what you will do is watch this video. If for any reason you don't feel comfortable watching the video, given the fact that it has some examples of these things in there, just reach out to me. But you'll watch this 1 minute long video, and then you have different parts to this discussion question. So the first part is I really want you to think about Albert Bandura's social learning theory. You'll read about that in your chapter this week, as well as I discuss it in the PowerPoint. But I want you to really kind of think about these things of observation and detention. We've looked at that already. Retention, reproduction, and motivation. All of those aspects for social learning theory to exist and to play out. So see, after watching the video, those examples, pull them out, address those examples, and then share with the class your thoughts on children imitating family members and or friends or YouTube personalities. Is that what we call them? I'm not people on YouTube. YouTubers. There you go. Movie characters. You get the idea. And then how do children imitate? What examples have you seen play out? And then make sure that any information from this week's chapter you apply. If you use any outside sources, such as scholarly articles, peer-reviewed articles, make sure that you provide proper APA citation. And on this, because it's a discussion question, it doesn't, your whole response does not need to be written in APA. Just make sure you get that. So the minimum word count on this part 1 is about 150 words. 2 to 4 paragraphs. Of course, it can always be as long as you want it to be. So that's your first part. And then, of course, as always, don't forget, I just graded some discussion questions for another class, for my lifespan class. And I found myself reminding, make sure you respond to classmates for full credit on this. So make sure that in addition to writing your initial response, that you go back and you respond to a classmate's post and, really just kind of reiterating some of the points, sharing what you learned, etc. in your response. Y'all been doing a great job with the responses, by the way. So that is this week's work. So enjoy learning about theories of learning. how we best learn. And I hope this week, in addition to it being interesting and really, we've been building up towards this, we've been looking at how all of this fits into in this chapter with learning. And then next week, I'll teach you about memory. And so now that we know how to learn, then how do we commit that to our long-term memory? So I hope it's applicable. I hope that you can apply this knowledge to your own learning. So have a great week. As always, please do not hesitate to reach out to me with any questions. Take care, everyone.